We had talked about adoption years before we had our biological children, and Brandon just wasn't sure about it. He didn't feel comfortable with it, so it was kind of something that we just didn't talk about again. One day I felt like it was so super strong. I came home and we sat on the couch and I said, hey babe, I think that there's something we need to talk about. And he looked right at me and said, yeah, you're right, we're supposed to adopt, without ever hearing what I needed, what I was gonna say or anything.
The first time it was more like, something that we considered because we wanted to have a family, it was kind of, to me, it was kind of more for us, but when we cycled back around to it, it was adoption more because we felt like it's something God wanted us to do.
I always told myself growing up, if I was honored by getting pregnant, I wanted to do it the right way. The dream, I wanted to be married and be stable, and I wanted to know that if I was going to bring a child into this world, he was going to have the best. It took several months for me to come to the conclusion that I wanted to do adoption. My life wasn't in a good place. It wasn't going to be an ideal situation for a baby, and I made the decision to go with an adoption because I wanted to provide the best for my child, no matter what that was going to look like. As long as he was safe, he was taken care of, and he was loved, that's what mattered to me the most.
We got the phone call 3 weeks after our home study was done, which was quick.
Shocking.
It was quick.
Shocking, but it was perfect.
I didn't realize how real it was going to get until the agency gave me the profiles. I remember being scared because they had 3 kids and I didn't know, are they ready for a 4th? Are they ready for another boy? They already have 2 boys. He's gonna be the youngest. And I met with them a week later and it was just so great.
Terrifying. We were driving here.
It was very nerve-wracking.
We were really nervous.
We were talking like we had been friends for years. We connected right off the bat on so many different things.
One of the things we hadn't talked about was just how everything was going to be up in the air, and it was just, and so that was hard. We were on pins and needles. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know.
Yeah, what do you do when your child is being born and you're not right there? Like it was a nervous time. Also, it ended up being incredible, like one of our favorite times. Definitely during the labor, that was long and hard, not knowing what was going on, but then he was there and we were welcomed in, and it was wonderful and beautiful. I didn't know how to feel. How do you feel when you meet someone who's supposed to come home with you, but they're still in their birth mama and birth daddy's arms? There's no way to describe that. But I think we went in cautiously, and we went in with the mindset that if this doesn't happen, that's okay. If all that this was for us to love on Jani and Andrew for that time, then that's what we were doing. So that's really what we kept saying was, if that's all we're doing, then we're gonna do it well, and that's fine. She was there with me all night. She stayed up with Rowan. She handed him over to me just when he needed to feed, and seeing them together has really been so great for me. We were able to talk all night when I wasn't sleeping, and just connecting on a level where we were able to mother Rowan at the same time. She wanted him to spend time with me and was really vocal about that. She would hand him off to me and I'd be like, hey, are you sure? You can keep holding him. And she was like, no, I want him to be with you right now. I want him to be with you. And
I felt like I got closure from that, because seeing her mother him while I was there in the same room, seeing him safe and loved and content was all I needed. And it was a magical experience. It was so great. I would not have changed it.
So we just took turns that whole night, and it was awesome. And I love that Rowan has that. I love that Rowan's first experience before coming home with us was us sharing mothering him. I thought that was the most beautiful and perfect transition for him. It was incredible.
Driving away from the hospital after handing over my son was the hardest thing I feel like I've ever had to do. I knew that he was going to be safe. I knew that he was going to be loved. I saw how much they loved him. They loved him as much as I did. But when I got home, I was grieving the loss of my child, even though he was healthy and he was well and he was loved. He wasn't with me. Some days are better than others. I feel like there are way less bad days than there are good days now. I feel happy more often than not, and I feel like I haven't had a truly sad day in a long time. It's more just every now and then when I look at his pictures, I long to be there for him, and I long to just experience him day to day. But I get through it just knowing that he's where he's supposed to be. Rereading the letters and the updates, like that really helps me. And it's just telling myself that it's gonna be okay, that he's loved and he's safe is what really, really gets me through any of the really tough days, knowing that Alan loves him as much as I love him.
Jani writes some of the most beautiful things. She really does. She writes some of the most beautiful things about being happy for Rowan and him being a part of our family, and being happy that she gets to be, you know, a birth mom, that she made the choice that she did, and it's been wonderful to hear.
She has written some things that have brought us to tears so many times. She's sent us poems and just continues to give us updates about her feelings and letting us know if she's struggling, she lets us know. If she's happy, she lets us know. It's been amazing. I can't imagine doing this with anybody but Jani. She's an amazing mom and an amazing woman. We're really thankful for her.
The comfort that has been there is like none other. And that's really been something that's helped me cope, because I know that I have somebody to turn to if the days get really, really bad for me. So it's really saved me.
I think what she did was beautiful, and I'm so thankful. I mean, he's been with us for 3 months, but we were talking yesterday, we were like, how could it just be 3 months? I feel like he's been here always, you know? I feel like he completes our family. I feel like she completes our family. Her and Andrew both, like, I'm so thankful for the decision that they made, and I know it's a tough one, but what a beautiful one. An amazing gift they've given.
I want to be able to do the best in life so that one day he can say, I'm proud of my birth mom. And that's who I'm trying to become every day. Somebody that my son is proud of. I'm almost finished school. I'm short 1 class, and I will be done with that in December. I'm back at work. I'm starting to just find my routine again. I'm starting to find myself, and every day gets a little bit easier. Every day gets a little bit better. And I know that without Brennan and Alan, a lot of this probably wouldn't have been possible.
We're so thankful for you, girl. I can't imagine what the past couple months have been like for you, but thank you so much. Thank you for being so unselfish. He is the luckiest boy to have you and Andrew. We're so thankful. Girl, he's gonna love you. I'm so thankful to New Life. Y'all have done a phenomenal job. You have answered all of my questions, which of course I have a whole lot.
When New Life came into my life, I was in a really dark place. It was just a place where I felt alone. I felt scared, and I didn't know up from down. When New Life came, I feel like they saved me. They saved Rowan, and they have really been a huge part in me becoming who I am today. I could not have picked a better agency. This has just been God's plan from the beginning.
As an agency, you've taken care of us, which is wonderful, but you have taken care of Jani and Andrew, and that's what we were really looking for. We really wanted to make sure that our adoption was an ethical one, and it was one that took care of a birth mother and birth father, and didn't just thank them for their sacrifice and move on. And I'm so thankful, and I feel like that's something that New Life does really incredibly well.
I think that's the biggest thing. It's one of the things that we've so much liked about New Life, is that they care about everyone involved. You know, they want everyone to feel loved and feel taken care of, and have every opportunity they can.
Ask New Life; they will give you the information, and I will promote you guys for the rest of my life because you saved my son and you saved me. So thank you for that.